Atha Yoga Anushasanam. Namaste. Welcome to Unravel the Thread, a podcast for people who want to apply the Yoga Sutras to yoga practice and to life today. Available online at www.unravelthethread.com. I am Ruben Vasquez, your companion on this journey of exploration. On today's episode, Yoga Sutra 15 in Chapter 1, Releasing Attachments. The Yoga Sutra 15 in Chapter 1 says, freedom from attachment, vairagya, develops with an attitude of evenness that releases all cravings for external stimuli and internal dialogue. When you try to give your undivided attention to the moment you are in, either in being mode or doing mode, most likely you will find your awareness pulled away from presence. In contemporary life, there are endless streams of sensory stimuli competing for your attention. In fact, when you take a pause to rest and do nothing, quite possibly you will notice how you have been training yourself to shift your attention from one thing to another and then to yet another. Your senses are constantly gathering information that your internal system decodes and interprets to decide if a response is needed. This continuous flow of information influences your thoughts, emotions, and attitudes. Quite often, the main filters used to process the sensory information received are two simple questions. Do I like this? And do I dislike this? As well as variations like, do I want this? Sensory stimuli also evoke memories that may also bring up nostalgia, regrets, and longing. Sensory stimuli can also be responsible for anticipation, anxiety, and worry. This verse is an invitation to let go of the tendency to chase after sensory stimuli, as well as to release the tendency to let sensory input generate internal dialogue and reactivity. This is not about ignoring what is happening. It is choosing to feel what is happening directly and consciously, noticing without getting entangled in your internal web of opinions and stories. This sutra reinforces the idea of just being with what is, as it is, to complement and counterbalance the practice, mode of doing, encouraged in the previous two sutras, Abhyasa. To put this sutra into practice, you can employ the method for presence. You choose to pause, feel, validate, and clarify if what you are attending to is aligned with your intention. If it isn't, then you can choose an option that enhances the quality of your participation in your life right at that moment. In addition, you can make note of what distracted you. Over time, you may start noticing patterns in your distractions. Examining distractions and attachments can be guided by questions such as, what are the sources of distraction for me at home, at work, in my yoga practice, and in my interactions with others? What do I crave? What are the expectations, beliefs, and habits I am attached to? Do I have a healthy relationship with whatever comes into my life? Am I trying to control the world outside? Do I have to have an opinion about everything? Am I entertaining myself by making up stories about everything I am experiencing? Can it be enough just to feel what is happening with clarity? You may also consider if, at a more fundamental level, the distractions you experience result from your sense of I, me, my, and mine. As you ponder these questions and observe your actions, you gradually become more aware of how you allocate your attention, which is the key to redirecting your efforts to what is truly important. You also become better able to notice if you are reacting unnecessarily to whatever enters your space of awareness. Along the way, you may feel frustrated by how distracted you are on a regular basis. This is hardly unusual. In fact, every time you notice that you got distracted, that is a sign that the practice is working because probably before you didn't even notice when you got distracted. So, next time you get distracted, to promote detachment, you can ask yourself, am I taking myself too seriously? And with a gentle smile, you can redirect your attention and energy to presence without strain, struggle, or self judgment. Another productive avenue for exploration is releasing expectations for the fruits of your actions, doing for the sake of doing, and welcoming whatever results. Is this possible for you? As usual, one more way of exploring the meaning of this sutra is by chanting it. You can choose to chant it in its traditional form with some of the words coming together. Drashtanusharavika vishaya vitrashnasya vashikara samnya vairagyam. Another option is to chant each word in the sutra individually. Drashta anushravika vishaya vitrashnasya vashikara samnya vairagyam. Drashta anushravika vishaya vitrashnasya vashikara sanya 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 vairagyam. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you can join me for the next episode when we will continue our exploration with Sutra 16 in Chapter 1. Please remember that you can find more information and resources at unravelthethread.com. I would certainly appreciate it if you could share this podcast with other like-minded people. Thank you. Until next time, Namaste.